It is sacred shard pulling time. Let's do this, man. We don't muck about in these shard pulling videos. We get to the straight pull right at oh my god, the first pull straight away, and dude, we just hit a bad L on the very first bloody pull. This is not a champion I've got. Okay, man. I don't actually expect to hit legendary in the very first pull of these videos. People are never going to believe this. People are going to think that it's pre-recorded, man. Check all enemies on his A1. I'm quite familiar with this champion. Heals this champion all allies by 20% the damage inflicted. Very, very saucy. All kinds of continuous heal. All kinds of poison debuffage action going on as well. On a 3-turn on the A2. Do I have a soul for Bad L? We'll get to that in just a little bit. I have no idea. All allies inflict 20% more damage against targets under poison debuffs. I don't know where I'm going to use this guy, but I'm sure I'll find a place, man. Bad L is a badass. And now we've instantly got a 20x chance, man, at pulling the Elva if we hit gold again, which is also glorious. Sadly, we don't have a soul sitting around for Bad L. Well, to the vault with him. Not really, but oh god, it always sucks a little bit when you don't have at least a 4-star soul for most legendaries that you pull, if not the 5. And what a happy little start to the summon rush, mate. Hope everybody's having a glorious little day, by the way. If you're pulling your sacreds today, man, good luck to you. Me, I'm going to be pulling, I think, enough sacreds to grab the 100 legendary Twisted Horns. 10 sacreds, right? I'm not being too economical with it, which, you know, if you're doing the fusion and that's all you give a damn about, fair play. You know, I am, of course, doing the fusion on this main account, not pulling on the free-to-play. I'm not going to go so mental where I'm pulling like 20 sacreds to get the Twisted Horns. Of the mythical variety, that is. That's just a little bit too mental for me. Before we get to the rest of the pulls, if you're going to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, then make sure to start your new Raid account the right way, man. Maybe a new free-to-play adventure account or something like that. Use the beginner promo link that is down below this video at the top of the description box, man, to start that goddamn new account with the best possible rewards you can imagine. Free start at Legendary Champion, man. Basilius Uranus, day 1 in your new raid account. As soon as you're done with the tutorial, he'll just pop up in your inbox, as well as a few epic champions as well to lighten the load as you level up that new raid account, man. It is the best beginner promo link going, and yeah, all that free stuff will just show up in your inbox in that new account as you do stuff. Okay, man, let's go ahead and crack again, shall we? We've got a whole bunch more pulls, man, to get through, and so it would be lovely to get an Elva finally in the account. Missionary, don't know what this guy's doing. Terrible champion. Normally I do like a little kit review of these champions as I pull them from the shards. Missionary, he doesn't even get that respect. Just get him off my screen, dude. As for the progressives that we've keyed in, by the way, to go out of the epic champions that we can key in, to go is the only champion that I can actually empower still. I got pretty lucky with like empowering all of my support champs. We do like a lot of prism pulls on this account in future, of course, on this in the past in this main account. So a lot of my champions are already empowered. To go, not so much. Elva Autumnborn, I actually just don't have a good reviver for my Sylvan Watchers faction. I don't think I have any reviver for my Sylvan Watchers faction now I think about it, so yeah. The Preva and the Glycad we've already got, and then it's between Duchess, Python, and Elva. Again, I've already got a good reviver for my Demon Spawn faction as well. Yeah, it's just gonna be the Elva. That's all there is to it, really. Let's keep on going, man. Let's keep on going. I've got my lucky mug with me as well, by the way. My happy little sellout mug. There it is. It's not doing much for us anymore, apparently. Maybe it's just gonna get us the one legendary as we pull a Rhine Beast on this next pull. This is a champion that, I don't know, like, he's fine. No, he's not fine. He's not fine, okay? Why am I saying that? Brings continuous heal on his A1. Double hit at A2, that doesn't hit very hard. Revive a random ally with full HP if this attack kills an enemy. Okay, like, reviver option for your Skinwalker's faction, maybe? Except for the fact that that's all he does, and like a lot of just champions that you level just for their revive in a certain faction to help you through faction wars, you can't just leave a Rhine Beast at level 50 and expect him to actually kill anything with that A2. No, you gotta take him all the way to 60, pretty much, which sucks. And then you guarantee you level your Rhine Beast, and then you pull a Hofreeze after the fact. And Hofreeze actually brings like increased attack, increased crit rate buffs, and a pretty good revive and a 5-10 cooldown. It's just like a better champion in every single way. Dude, for my Skinwalker's faction, I actually just leveled a Torlog to level 50, and that just beat normal mode Skinwalker's faction crypts for me, you know? Single target revive on the Meat Carver Torlog. Yeah, that was enough for me. I only had to take him to level 50, you know? I don't know, dude. I'm very, very underwhelmed by Rhine Beast. I don't know why I took all of that time in this video to just go shred that guy. He didn't deserve it. I could have just moved on quickly. Vildrax. This is a champion I want to move on quickly from because he is so grotesque that I can't even... Dude, the champion design on this Ugh. Not a terrible little champion, by the way. A2 attacks all enemies, chance of placing Hex. Also attack all enemies. 100% chance of increasing the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. It is on a 4 turn cooldown, which, you know, also when hitting enemies under Hex debuffs, 80% chance buck to putting one of their skills on cooldown. It's actually like not a bad little Demon Spawn support champion. Let me know if you ever built a Vildrex in the past. I know I certainly haven't, because I can't tolerate having this abomination on my screen. Let me know how it worked out for you, man. In the meanwhile, as we crack again, ooh, another Demon Spawn champ, Dur the Hungerer. Another Reviver champion here that also puts Ryan Beast to shame. Just really shines a spotlight on how terrible Ryan Beast is. Revives 2 random allies, 50% HP, 50% 10 meter, 4 turn cooldown when bucked. He has a chance to stun on his A1. 40% chance, by the way. Like, not bad for just like a random, you know, Reviver support champion. Also plays reflect damage and continuous heal buffs on all allies, and heal all allies by 50% of their max HP. 3 turn cooldown. Just a good standard Demon Spawn Reviver champion. Good old Dur the Hungerer, man. Now, I will say, man, as I'm cracking open these shards, that you might want to be very, very careful with your sacred shards when it comes to your own pulls. I've got an abundance of sacreds on my main account because I spend on the main account, and it's you know, it's great for videos like this. I get to crack open a lot of sacreds for you. And for if I was doing this fusion on my free-to-play account, I would be, dude, I'd be trying to pull like maybe 4 sacreds and like 1,100 mystery shards or something, or however many I have to just get the champion fragments out the summon rush and then get the hell out of dodge. The reason for that is actually just Carlina's kit. Not the greatest champ. 75% chance of placing decreased attack under 3 turns. It's just a little bit under par. Not quite 100% land rate, which kind of sucks a little bit. Also increase the duration of all debuffs on all allies by 1 turn. And then plays to strengthen, but it's only weak version. 4 turn cooldown. I don't know, dude. Carlina, she's trying to do a bit of something. At least she brings a burn on the A1. You know, she's trying to do a little bit of something. She just doesn't do it very well. But what I'm saying is, man, if you're going for the fusion, you're going for Crocad, be very, very careful with your shards and pull just as many as you need to just sort of like wiggle through this fusion. Because, yeah, you would be expecting big events to be coming up after this fusion, man. This fusion started very, very early in the month. That's like point number 1. Very, very early. In fact, it started last month. Okay, if you want to get like technically speaking. That means there's a lot of empty space towards the end of this month for events like Heroes Path events for getting your hands on the Perfect Soul. For Crocad, we're looking at potential events to get like the Perfect Soul for Packmaster Shayak, or maybe like Prism Shard events and other shard pulling events and Deck of Fates and stuff to get your hands on Packmaster Shayak. I'd be expecting and anticipating events like this, right? Because a lot of people, man, I think it's like 2/3 of people that responded to the poll on my channel, 2/3 of viewers on this channel are skipping this fusion outright because they don't have Packmaster Shayak. I'd be just be prepared is all I'm saying. Okay, if you're collecting the fragments for the Hound anyway, but you don't have Packmaster Shayak, be very, very careful with your resources, man. Very, very careful indeed. Next up, we've got Franox. This is an extremely hard-hitting champion, man. Extremely hard-hitting. So what kind of champion I'm going to build one day for a video, just for the sake of just testing how hard she can hit. A2 attacks one enemy, inflicts double damage against targets without any buffs, and books just increase the damage of the skill. That gives you a hint as to what the multipliers look like on this. I believe they're pretty good. I actually can't remember. Oh my god, I just looked it up on my other screen. It's a 4.6 multiplier, dude. A 4.6 multiplier. That's crazy. Well, actually, it's not. It's relatively low for like a random like single target hitter like A2 or A3 skill. But the fact that it's a 4.6 that can double to a 9.2, that's the crazy part, right? That's the crazy part. On its own, it's actually not very good. But, you know, if it's attacking into enemies with no buffs, can get absolutely ludicrous, man, with Franox. At least in theory, okay. Another epic pops on out. It is the dude. Unfortunately, this dude is going to be a chicken because I've already got a maxed powered dude and the runic. May or may not be a video coming up for this guy pretty soon, man, in the coming days. This is a champion that I love. Had a lot of fun building him on my account recently and just testing him out and stuff for a video. Whoops, did I just spoil that there's a video coming for Dudan again? It was supposed to be a surprise. I'm terrible at keeping secrets, man. It's a great little champion, man. Attacks one enemy, chance of removing 1 random debuff from all allies. What's a bit weird about this A1 is that it's a 60% chance to remove a random debuff from each individual ally, right? The dice gets rolled for each individual ally, not for the entire team when he uses this A1, which is a bit weird. It's not really the way that the skill reads, right? You'd think it's a 60% chance to remove a random debuff from your, like, entire team, basically. But no, it actually, like, it can hit on some allies and miss on others, you know, which is a bit weird. Places shield buff on all allies, increased buff duration, also brings taunt, strengthen, and counterattack, making him buildable as a mischief tank into Hydra. 310 cooldown on this sucker. Yeah, very, very fun champion to build, man. Be looking forward to the video that we do on Dudan pretty soon. Okay. Really hoping that we can strike gold again, by the way, man, for that 20x for the Elva. That would be absolutely incredible. Next event, we hit on the Trumbo. Trumbo's okay, right? He brings Ally Protect, I think. Yeah, okay. 14 cooldown, Ally Protect, increased defense buff. Only on this champion for 2 turns, which sucks a little bit. He also brings an attack all enemies, remove a random debuff from all allies before attacking. Damage increases per debuff removed. Yeah, like, he's a fine champion. He's an okay champion. Brings Weaken, Leech on his AO1 at a 40% clip. On that, he's very much in the okay category. I think that this champion jumps up to like a 4.8 or a 4.9 if he just had 110 lower cooldown on the CA3. He'd be like a great Faction Wars, just wave survival option at that point, you know, but he'd actually be pretty good into Demon Lord Clan Boss as well if he had that 3-turn cooldown on the Ally Protect, because he brings Weaken and Leech on the A1. He's just 1 cooldown away, like 110 cooldown away on the A3 from being a pretty good champion. As such, he looks insanely awesome, but I don't see myself building him sort of anytime soon, man. We actually hit next on the Bloodfeather. Okay, dude. Full spoilers on this one. This is a champion I think is way underrated, especially on hellhades.com. Hellhades, I'm coming for you, man. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna do a video on this champion some point soon. She's got an extra 30% chance to inflict a crit on all of her skills. She brings 10 meter decrease, decreased speed, and decreased defense in her kit, as well as being an attack champion. So I'm interested to see what kind of damage numbers that she can do. I think that she might be a bit underrated, especially into certain key areas of the game where you just need all those debuffs. Chimera, stuff like that, you know. I'm gonna build her and see what she's about, man. I might be very wrong. If I'm wrong, you guys can laugh at me, you know what I'm saying, man. We hit another epish. The Fang Cleric. Okay, man. This is an okay Faction Wars Reviver. This is one of those champions, again, that I just built at level 50 and I wouldn't go any further than that. Okay, actually, you know what? Okay, no, it's not that great. It's just not that great. It's a 210 cooldown, 20% heal. Based on this champion's max HP, also fills an ally's timid by 30% if they get fully healed by the skill, but it's only a single target heal, you know. Speed in battles by 15% isn't that impressive, and the revive is only single target as well, only with 30% HP. I don't know, dude. I'm not the biggest fan of the Fang. That said, if you just desperately need a reviver for Dark Elves, he might be a gentleman that you consider building on up. Oh my god, dude. Memory lane, dude. Good old Romero. Man, I used to have a beginner promo link that offered Romero. It's one of the epic champions, man. And I was like, dude, I thought he was like a decent champion at the time. I'm like trying to make a case for him and stuff like that. He's a little bit weak, let's be real, man. He brings continuous heal buff on the A1, continuous heal on all allies on the A2. He's not terrible. He's just a very generic support champion that you're going to filter out as soon as you've got a better option, right? 3-turn cooldown on that A2. And then he brings a shield buff on all allies equal to 25% of their max HP for 2 turns. Increased defense buff only on Romero for 2 turns. Again, it's just like one key detail. If the increased defense went down all allies, he'd actually be like a debatably pretty decent champion. Oh my god, he's got a 4.8 in Faction Wars. That seems like a lot. I mean, if he's got Juliana on the same team, he unlocks a pretty powerful A4, but how hard does this skill actually hit? I'd like to build them one day and build that champion duo and see how they actually do. How many shards have I even pulled for this, bro? Hopefully I've still got shards to pull. Oh no, dude! No, I wanted to hit gold again so bad. Oh my god. Oh, what's a couple more, man? What's a couple more, dude? Let's keep going, man. Okay. If we don't strike gold in the next couple, we genuinely will to stop. At that point, we pull ourselves an Alaric the Hooded. What does this guy do again, man? Decrease attack action, but it's on a 4-turn cooldown. But he also places decrease accuracy as well. He's not like the worst epic in the world as well. He's very much like an average Joe in my book. And let's crack again. At least I'm like working my way as well towards Sacred Shard Mercy here. We've also got to bear that in mind too. That's actually pretty good. We pull on the Fan. I don't even remember if my Fan is max empowered. It doesn't matter that much if she is max empowered because I don't actually use her anywhere anymore now that I don't use her in Demon Lord Clan Boss. And so Yeah, it's a bit sad. I wish there were more bosses added to the game where you could actually use a Fane and get great value out of her. Maybe if they just made poisons do more and more areas of the game, that would be great. You can technically take a Fane into Dragon, and she brings a lot of powerful debuffs into Dragon as well, but the problem is that she's bloody useless against the waves in Dragon, and you're just trying to, like, babysit the Fane and just get her to the boss, which is always really, really depressing to have a champion that you just gotta, like, drag along and get them to the boss, you know, ferry them there. Alright, we are actually 13 sacred shards now. Like, we hit a legendary on the very first sacred, which is great. And now we're 13 sacreds without a legendary pull, which, how close does that put us to Mercy? I'm just going to pull some mystery shards, by the way, just to get this legendary skill tom. But I'll do that off camera, whatever, man. How many mysteries is it? Sacred shards is it before you hit Mercy? Dude, after 12 summons without a legendary, it stacks up that quick? Oh my god. Oh, bro, okay. I thought it was like 20 sacreds or something, but I guess that's prism shards then. No, Elva's not worth pulling on Mercy for, though. Elva's good. She's good. Like, she'd be excellent. Not like my free-to-play account or something. She'd be incredible. On my main account, she's not going to make that much of a splash. I've got to wait with these sacreds, dude. I'm already into sacred shard Mercy. I'm one pull into Mercy, bro. I gotta calm down, relax, and wait for a better progressive chance event with a more clutch legendary. An Armand's or something, you know? Or like a Trunda or a Newt, or maybe something badass from the Shadowkin faction. I'm actually sitting on, the bloody 6-star soul for Armand's as well. So like getting an Armand's during a progressive would be bloody incredible. 5-star for a Newt, also, so that would also be like incredible. I've got to hold off. I just have to, man. There are like too many good options that I should just be patient for here. And so thanks for watching, guys. If you did decide to pull on this event, good bloody luck to you. In the end, it's a bad Alcazar for us. Thanks for all y'all for stopping by, man. Do please enjoy your weekend. Gosh darn it. I know that I will be, man. I'm finally just a little bit ahead on videos. I get to breathe a little bit over the weekend. Oh, man. Keeping up with this upload schedule can get a little bit gnarly sometimes. I appreciate everybody who subscribes. As a result, by the way, put a lot into this channel, man. So it means a lot to have people jump on board, man. So thanks to everybody who does subscribe, hit like on the videos and all that good stuff. And of course, remember, if you ever look at a start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, get it done the right way, man, by clicking on the beginner link that is always down below this video. Down below all of my videos, at the top of the video description box, man, to jumpstart that new account with all of the free stuff that you see on screen right now. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm going to catch all of you all to stay a tad bit later, man.